Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about fall 2017 lipstick trends, and I've got 15 total lipsticks that I'm going to be talking with you about today. What I will be doing is I'll be trying them on as I talk with you about them versus doing a flat out swatch video. So let's go ahead and get started because we've got a lot to talk about. The first lipstick that I wanted to talk with you about is the one that I am wearing at the moment, and it is the Maybelline Color Stay Matte Lipstick in Toasted Truffle. I'm a huge fan of this particular lipstick formula, and I love the fact that it's at the drugstore. It makes it really affordable and accessible for a lot of people, and it's just a beautiful, I think, universal nude. It'll be a dark nude on fair skin tones, and on me it's almost a dark nude, but it is very suitable for my skin tone. I tend to be a golden tan, and I think that even for deeper skin tones it's going to come up as a nude. This particular lipstick I love. Everything I think this season and lately has been all about the 90s, or at least we're trending to the 90s a lot in a lot of ways. A couple of things that I remember from the 90s as far as like lip colors are concerned is that everything had a brown undertone and matte was where it was at. This particular lipstick fits that description to a T. This particular lipstick is beautiful. It goes on really well. It's affordable and accessible for a lot of people, and I just think that it is a beautiful classic 90s brown nude that is very much on trend at the moment. The next color that I have for you is the color from Bite Beauty, and it is called Chai, and it is this really pretty kind of brown tone nude. It is actually though a much more moisturizing formula. If you've ever tried the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipsticks, you know that they are creamier, they are a lot more moisturizing on the lips. Not to say that the Maybelline lipstick is not moisturizing, it actually is quite comfortable, but this one is going to have a little bit of a shine, a little bit of a sheen, I guess is more like it, because it's not overly glossy. I absolutely love the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipsticks. I think they are some of the best lipsticks around, and they are just so beautiful and comfortable, and Chai is a great fall nude. The next color that I wanted to talk about is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints in color Taupeless. It's color number 310. This lipstick is, I think, also another one of those perfect fall colors because it is a grayed down kind of mauve or purple color. And I think that a lot of times, you know, in the fall we think berry, and while berry is beautiful and it looks really good, I think also that there is a lot of opportunity to wear colors that are a lot more muted and a lot more grayed down. And I think that Taupeless is one of those beautiful cool tone grayish purple kind of colors that is just gorgeous. It is an excellent fall color. I think that it would look good with a cool toned eye. I also think that, you know, this particular type of color looks really great with just, you know, no eye makeup, liner, lashes, and that color, and you'll look, to me that just feels like so urban chic. I really like the L'Oreal Infallible paints in the gloss formula. I think that they are super comfortable and yet super pigmented. There's not a whole lot of patchiness to them. They actually go on the lips very well. They stay on the lips really well. They wear down really nicely. The next lipstick that I wanted to talk about is a MAC lipstick, and I mentioned this in my most recent September favorites because to me this feels like a really great fall transitional kind of color, and it's a great everyday color, and it is In Amorous. It is a satin, and it goes on and it's got a very beautiful sheen to it, very much like the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche sheen, maybe a little bit more glossy, but this particular color I think is absolutely gorgeous because it is another one of those deeper mauve tones, but it's got more purple in it, and it just looks really great with a lot of different eye looks. You can go cool with it, you can go warm with it, you know, it's just gonna look really good. It's a great alternative to a brown tone nude because it's got that mauve and it's got that purpleness to it. Huda Beauty Matte Liquid Lipstick in Trophy Wife is the next lipstick that I'm going to show you, and this particular color I also talked about in my monthly favorites for September, and again I think that this is one of those really great deeper mauve tones, and it is really appropriate for fall. What I found though with the Huda Beauty formula is that It does take a few minutes for it to dry. It is a little bit tacky until it dries. It is a little bit of a moussey formula, and it goes on really, really nicely though, and it has an interesting vanilla kind of smell. It's a little bit on the chemically side, but I can overlook that because it's not too bad and it doesn't hang around. It is a beautiful lipstick, and I think it is a great deeper pink nude for fall. Back to Bite Beauty and their Amuse Bouche lipsticks, and the next one that I wanted to talk about is in Maple, and we're moving into the red family now. I truly love Maple because it is a deeper kind of like a brick toned red. It's got a little bit of like burnt orange to it, but it is still a very vibrant color. As always, the Amuse Bouche formula is very comfortable, and it just looks so nice on the lips. It feels so good on the lips. It doesn't move around. I just really like the richness of it. I like the fact that it's red, but I like the fact that it has that burnt orange kind of tone to it, and it is just really nice and one of my absolute favorites to wear in the fall. I'm always happy when it's time to bust out Maple. I mean, I could wear it during the summer, but it really gives me fall vibes, you know, and that's really when I enjoy wearing it, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Back to liquid lipsticks. I really am in love with Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick formula. I think it is a beautiful formula, and I picked up one of the newer nudes that she's recently come out with, and this is in the color Plath. And Plath is kind of like deep burnt orange with a lot of brown in it. It pulls more brown, but it does have that burnt orange or that terracotta orange kind of color. Then going into a deep red, and I went with the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Notion. And this color in person comes across as a really deep crimson red, I would say. On camera, it is more of a medium toned crimson, but it is still absolutely gorgeous. It is matte, like matte. This is more of a red, a crimson, and it is just absolutely beautiful. It pulls so red and so lovely, and the matteness of it is insane. The next color that I wanted to talk about is another L'Oreal Infallible paint, and this is in the metallic formula, and the color is called Liquid Venom. And I love metallics for fall. I don't know what it is. I don't necessarily wear metallics during the spring or the summer, but during fall and winter, I don't know, maybe it's because it's the holiday season or something. It is a gloss formula, so it will not dry down and set on the lips. It will transfer, but the color is so beautiful. It's so shiny, and it's not overly metallic. For those of us that are a little bit older, we tend to shy away from metallics because it will emphasize the lines, but this particular lipstick doesn't really do that. The shininess is really nice. You know, it does shrink the lips down a little bit visually, but I still love it. I don't care. I think it is a beautiful lipstick. I think that it goes on so nicely, and it's comfortable to wear because it is a gloss formula. I think it would look really nice with a lot of different looks, or even on its own without any kind of shadow. I just think it's a beautiful lipstick, and great for the holiday season. I'm not sponsored by L'Oreal. I do have another L'Oreal Infallible paints, but this is in the matte formula, and it is in the color Cinna Balm, and this color is gorgeous. It's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. It is slightly deeper than what you see on the tube, but it is in that same reddish brown family. Again, sticking with that brown tone, you know, going with the 90s trend. It's a great alternative to a berry, I think. The Infallible lip paints have this kind of an applicator where it's got the little divot in there so that it hugs the lips nicely. If you don't want to wear shadow, if you want to just go bare on the eye, lashes, that lip, you're set. The next lipstick that I wanted to talk about is from Too Faced. It is a melted matte liquefied lipstick. The color is called Suck It. And it is actually in the mauve family, but it is like, you know, Amorous in the sense that it is a grayed down mauve. And this is another one that actually looks a little bit deeper than what you see in the tube. It goes on this color when it's wet, but as it dries down, it deepens up and it becomes kind of like I don't know, it reminds me of vintage for some reason. I really like the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Lipstick formula. I think it's probably the second most comfortable formula to the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick, which is my absolute favorite. It is a beautiful, beautiful shade that goes really, really well with any of the makeup out there that's either pink or purple toned. I think it would look really great. Very, very comfortable to wear on the lips, and yeah, I'm pretty happy I picked up the color. The next one that I wanted to talk about is going back into the warmer tone. This is the Anastasia Lip Gloss in Vamp, and it is a berry color. I mean, you know, we're starting to go into the berries now with this particular lipstick. It is a little bit warm though. It's a warmer toned berry. It's got a little bit of brown undertone, and of course it's a gloss, which gloss is making a comeback. So, you know, if you want to add glosses to any of these matte lipsticks, you would be on trend for sure. So the next one that I wanted to talk about was from Pat McGrath, and this is a complete departure from any of the other colors that I've shown you, in that it is a straight up magenta purple. And I've talked about this one before. It is an Antidote, and it is just absolutely beautiful. It is a bright, vibrant, red toned violet color. It is bright, it is vibrant, but it is purple. It is so appropriate, I think, for the season. I love wearing purple in October, Halloween, you know, and mixing it with things like orange. You know, if I've got a really warm orange look, I love popping the lips with some purple because it just looks really nice together. It's very cohesive. The Pat McGrath Lust Matte Trance Lip Formula is bar none the best matte formula around, I think. The closest would be the Maybelline Color Stay Mattes as far as like comfort level and opacity. For being a dark lip color, it has a tremendous amount of opacity, and I like that. It's very opaque, very pigmented. You really only need one swipe around the lips and you're pretty much done. You don't need to really continue to layer this on. It's very even. It's very, very lovely. I love the Pat McGrath formulas, the matte trance formulas. I think they're just beautiful, and they're my favorite right now. I had to pull out the quintessential fall berry color, and that is MAC Rebel. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful color. It's very classic. When I first started getting into makeup a few years ago, I mean like heavy, and getting into YouTube, Rebel was the shit, you know, when it came to fall berry lips. And I agree, even to this day, it is really a really pretty berry tone. It is not too dark, but not too light either. There are a lot of companies out there that have come out with dupes of Rebel, but Rebel is the OG. You know what I mean? The last color that I wanted to talk about was the deepest, most vampy color, and it is, once again, a L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paint, and it's in the metallic formula, and this particular color is called Smouldering Eclipse, and it is a deep, deep blackened purple almost. I mean, it's not quite blackened, but it does have that darkness about it. It is extremely vampy, but you have that beautiful metallic shine that comes through that makes it more fresh, I think, and it makes it more of the moment. I can see myself wearing it on those days when I want to be minimalist on my makeup, but really want to pack a punch still with the look itself. That was a lot. This video is probably 20 years long. I'm gonna have one hell of a time editing it. I just know it. These are my babies, you know. They are they're like my kids, and it was hard to pick out just 10 of the ones that I wanted. I just couldn't bring it down to 10. I tried really, really hard, and I just couldn't do it. And but I think that this is a really good range of different tones and colors that are on trend right now for fall. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new to my channel, please hit the red subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for dropping by. I really am happy that you're here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.